Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this blue square ABCD along with these segments EF and EC, as you can see in this given diagram, such that this angle CEF is a 90 degrees angle, and moreover this segment EF is being represented by X. And likewise, this segment EC is being represented by 2 times x. And furthermore, the area of this blue square has been given to us 80 square units. And now our task is to find the value of x. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and here's our very first step. Let's focus once again on this blue square ABCD, and we know the area of this blue square has been given to us as 80 square units. And now let's recall the area of a square formula. Area is always equal to s square, where s represents the side length of the square, and in our case the area of this blue square is 80. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this formula. So side length s square is going to be equal to 80. And now I'm going to undo square on both sides by taking square root on both sides. And here we can see our side length lowercase s value is going to be simply 4 times the square root of 5. So thus this AB side length is going to be 4 times the square root of 5. Likewise, this side is 4 times square root of 5, 4 times the square root of 5, and finally 4 times the square root of 5 as well. And here's our next step. I'm going to label this segment DE length as lowercase a, and we know this whole AD side length is 4 times square root of 5. So therefore this segment AE length is going to be 4 times square root of 5 minus lowercase a. And now let's assume alpha and beta are our two complementary angles. In other words, the sum of these angles alpha plus beta must be equal to 90 degrees. If I label this angle alpha, and we know this is our 90 degrees angle since we are dealing with this blue square. So therefore this angle has got to be our angle beta. And now we know that this angle is a 90 degrees angle, and this is our angle alpha. So therefore this angle has got to be our angle beta. And we know this is our 90 degrees angle since we are dealing with this blue square. So therefore this angle has got to be our angle alpha. Now we are going to focus on these two right triangles. This right triangle EAF and this other right triangle CDE. So therefore we can see that these two triangles, the triangle EAF and the triangle CDE, are our similar triangles according to angle-angle similarity theorem. And since these two triangles are similar, so we are going to have a proportion. In other words, the ratio of the side lengths EC and EF must be equal to the ratio of CD and AE. And now we can see our EC side length is 2 times x. So I'm going to replace that one with 2 times x over here. Our side length EF is x. So therefore I'm going to substitute x over here. And now let's focus on this segment CD length. We can see our CD side length is 4 times square root of 5. So I'm going to replace that one with 4 times square root of 5. And finally our AE side length is 4 times square root of 5 minus a. So I'm going to replace that one with 4 times square root of 5 minus a over here. So therefore we can write 2x divided by x is going to be equal to 4 times the square root of 5 divided by 4 times the square root of 5 minus lowercase a. And here we can see this x and x is gone. So we are ended up with 2 divided by 1 over here. So therefore we can write 2 divided by 1 is going to be equal to 4 times square root of 5 divided by 4 times square root of 5 minus lowercase a. And now we are going to cross multiply. So therefore we can write a times the square root of 5 minus 2 times a equals to 4 times the square root of 5. And now in this next step, I'm going to move this 2a in the other side. And likewise, I'm going to move this 4 times square root of 5 in the opposite direction. So therefore, we can write 2 times a equals to a times the square root of 5 minus 4 times the square root of 5. So therefore 2 times a equals to 4 times the square root of 5. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to solve for lowercase a. So therefore our lowercase a value simply turns out to be 2 times the square root of 5. So thus this lowercase a value simply turns out to be 2 times the square root of 5. And now we are going to focus on this right triangle CDE. And we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle to solve for x. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 2 times x, whereas our two other legs are 4 times square root of 5 and 2 times square root of 5. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got 2 times square root of 5 whole square plus likewise 4 times square root of 5 whole square equals to our hypotenuse is 2 times x whole square. Let's simplify. That is going to give us 20 plus this is going to give us 80 equals to 4 times x square. So therefore 4 times x square is going to be equal to simply 100. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So therefore x square is going to be equal to 25. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking square root on both sides. So therefore we could see that our x value is going to be the positive 5 units value. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, our x value turns out to be 5 units. In other words, our x value is going to be 5 units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.